What's up guys, it's Cameron here, and in this video I'm going to talk about the #1 free piece of information that everyone has access to with a shop that you're not using to utilize and get more sales. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna go over 3 top selling products that I'm currently selling so that I can share them with you and you guys can hopefully get sales from those as well. Those 3 products actually came from a list of 15 products that I just posted in the new VIP Facebook group. If you guys haven't seen me post about that, there will be a link down in the description to get started with that. It's a paid subscription group. It's $10 a month right now for those of you who wanna get started. So far, we got people rolling in. We're really excited because it's gonna be way more useful. All the benefits are down below and I'll talk about it more at the end of the video, but it's gonna be an all new group, all new experience, and a lot more value. So I hope you can join me there. Right now, I know everyone's shops and marketplaces are just low sales, really bad, and there's really no avoiding it. I'm being affected by it, and so is everybody else from what I can tell. And if they're not, they're probably lying to you. No, I don't know. Some people do have like shops. I have a few shops that are going normal, but most of my other shops and marketplace accounts just suck. So I wanted to try to revive a crappy account that I haven't really been selling on lately and see what information I could glean from that and see if I can change some stuff up. So what did I decide to do? I decided to do what you've probably done 100 times, which is look at your insights. And I wanted to look at it a little bit differently. I wanted to see the age range because some of us just list, I've told you for over a year now or however the hell long I've been doing this, that do inspiration from whatever you see. And I still love to do that. I still love to go out and shop and do all these things and just kind of be like, ooh, I bet I could sell that. I don't see that listed ever. That's an interesting product. I take pictures of stuff in little boutique stores and try to get inspiration from those things. And sometimes those things sell, but the more I think about it, I was like, man, what does most of my stuff that sells have in common? And a lot of it is, things like gardening and hobbies and stuff like that. And a while ago, I was even selling a lot of like compression knee brace type things. And I'm like, man, a pattern's starting to emerge. And I looked at my insights and what does my insights tell me when I go to age range and I see my demographics? Well, my biggest sellers are between the age of 45 and 65 years old. And that's most of my buyers. I said sellers a minute ago, I mean buyers. So that has to correlate. Obviously the insights are right there. It says that's what the buyer's age range is. So why don't I just list things that have to do with that buyer's age range? So what did I do after that? I went to Google, as we all do, and I started looking up most common hobbies for 65-year-olds and most common hobbies for 45-year-olds. And I would just check different like decades of age range within there. And most of the lists all looked the same. They would say things like gardening, riding, sports, and most of the sports were like low impact, very easy to do sports for somebody who's younger. But these people are active. They want to do things. A lot of older people do. I got a lot of lists like common hobbies to do in retirement. And I started looking at those things. And pretty quickly, I realized a lot of these things on these hobby lists are what I've been selling for the last year and a half. And that's what most of my sales came from. And they were accessories, like what I always mention, around gardening and around hobbies like that. It's very vague, but you'll see that if you go look, a lot of your people might be in the same age range, or for some reason, maybe you've always listed stuff that people in their 20s buy, and you just happen to have different insights than me. But I imagine a lot of us are gonna have the similar results because of what I'm about to tell you. We always wonder, why the hell would anybody buy something from us on Facebook? Also, why wouldn't they search it into Google or Amazon and try to find it for a cheaper price anywhere else? Well, this same age demographic doesn't think that way, or at least not everybody does. Of course, some of them are going to. It's not the rule. Again, don't start commenting hate. But there's a lot of people who just don't understand how it all works. They're like, I haven't really started buying anything online yet anyway. I always just go to Home Depot to buy gardening stuff. But man, my friend started buying stuff online and it just gets sent straight to his house. I didn't have to go anywhere, whatever. Like they're just, some people are very resistant to change. I mean, you know how long somebody that's older in your life took to get a smartphone? Smartphones have been out for like a decade and then they finally got rid of the flip phone. the same kind of concept, I think, at least in my opinion, is happening with online shopping. I think a lot of people are very hesitant. They grew up in the cash days. Writing checks was their like big transition out of cash. And then they finally started using credit cards after a while for not writing checks. And then they really didn't want to put any banking financial information into an online retailer because that seems sketchy to them. Just like, you know, we have things that seem sketchy to us. But I think they're finally doing it. I think there's more and more are adopting buying on Facebook. And if you have realized, Facebook is more and more the older generation social media now. You don't really find as many younger people on Facebook as you used to, because older people have felt comfortable and have navigated to this space and used it kind of like how we used to use it when we started using Facebook as well, because they haven't become tainted as much by it. Basically, the older generations are now getting comfortable buying things online, but there's still gaps of knowledge for them. They might know about Amazon. Some people absolutely just hate Amazon and refuse to buy it from it. So they will use other platforms. And a lot of these older generations, since they are hanging out on Facebook and they're starting to enjoy it, they're starting to see things they can buy on Facebook, which is the good part about Facebook. That's why we do it, is because it puts this stuff in front of people's eyeballs. It gives us traffic without having to pay for it most of the time. So it's putting these products that we sell in front of these people. And these people, every once in a while, again, since it's a numbers game, you've got millions and millions of people. And then you've got a fraction of those people using Facebook. And then you got a fraction of those people using Facebook buying things from Facebook, or at least biting the bullet and just testing out buying from Facebook. And then you got a fraction of the people who would buy on Facebook without price matching anything. And you got the little fraction of people left over that follow through with the whole process, and those are our customers. And that's where we're profiting from. So that's your audience. If I haven't made it clear yet, the older generation is my audience, and I imagine they're your audience as well. And we need to start thinking about that when we product research and find things to sell. Now, let's get to those top 3 sellers I was talking about in the beginning of this video. Again, these were posted in the VIP group with a list of 15, but I'm gonna show you 3 right now that prove my point for the older generation theory that I got. We have this men's like belt loop cell phone holder. I mean, there's not more of a stereotype than old people with a belt holster, is there, with smartphones? This falls right into that category. You got a leather loop waist holster for like an iPhone. I've been selling these like crazy lately, and now I know why. And you know what? It's kind of weird. We've always been talking about this older generation thing, but I guess I've just never thought to like back it up with evidence. I've always just dealt with it. So this is from eBay, by the way. I'm gonna give you one item from eBay, Amazon, and Walmart. Let's go to Amazon. We've got this mesh cover for rain barrels with drawstrings. I mean, how many younger people do you think are figuring out to use a rain barrel? I mean, this is some older generation stuff. I mean, if we're not gonna lie, this is a damn rain barrel to keep like leaves from falling in your bucket of rain. So I've actually sold a bunch of these. I don't know why this is such a big item, but it's taken off for me, and I hope it takes off for you too. Let's go to Walmart. This one is kind of funny. They have it on like this really like jacked guy or whatever. He's like fit, but it's a ice therapy shoulder wrap. And it looks cool, looks nice. We've got, you know, you fill up this main part with ice and it like straps across your chest for like recovery. I mean, again, I don't know about you. I know it's athlete related as well, but we're definitely gonna be seeing older people use something like this, whether they're recovering from surgeries or just like doing it because they're sore. I mean, this is the modern day like ice bucket thing that they used to use. It's not a bucket, it's like one of those like weird things. Blake will pop something up on the screen hopefully of like those, what are those like stupid red like whoopee cushion looking things? That's what I'm talking about. I know they're usually like heat bottles. I think they're called something like bottle. Again, those top sellers are things I've actually been selling for the last month and a half that have been actual top sellers for me. So this new list that I put in the new Facebook group, again, I love to see you there if you're willing to go. There's 5 items from Amazon, 5 items from eBay, and 5 items from Walmart. And I'm gonna do top selling items lists every month like I used to do here on the YouTube channel. But since it's gonna be in the paid VIP group, less people are gonna have access to it, so less people are gonna be competing for those items. And it's not like what I've seen in other paid groups before, where people just like offload a list of 150 things from like FBM Fox or Z-Drop or whatever. This is stuff I've actually just taken. I've looked at all my shops. I'm gonna do it once a month, like I said, where I take all the information. I'm like, okay, top seller from this shop, top seller from here, and I'm gonna just factor all those in a list, because then my VAs will be able to recycle out what those new items are. And I'd rather, you know, make money this way with a paid group and invest it back into the channel and back into the group itself, so that I can start bringing more value to you guys, because the group's not gonna be a big money maker for me. It's not like a giant income stream. Again, I'm using it to fund the channel and the group now. So hopefully we can start getting some more members in there. We've got members streaming in already, but I don't know if I'm gonna cap the members off at a certain number. I'm thinking like 500 members if we get there, to kind of cut it off. And then maybe every 6 months we open it back up to another 50 new people or something. That's all up in the air though. But that is the new Facebook group. Some of the quick benefits are no VA spam. I'm gonna be way more active in it, because currently our current free group is full of almost 13,000 members, which is just a crazy amount of people, a lot of which are spam accounts or people just wanting to get hired as VAs, which is totally fine, but we're not gonna have that in this new VIP group. Right now it's $20 a month to join it, but before you click out, early access, you get a $10 a month coupon code. It's called early access, it's all caps, and it's down in the description. That will lock you in at $10 a month instead of 20. So if you ever leave it and come back, it'll be 20, but if you stay there, it's $10 a month. And again, I'll be more active. I'll do live Q&As there that are way more exclusive to just the group. They won't be on YouTube, they'll be in that Facebook group itself. So because of that cover charge, kind of, it just helps eliminate a lot of the bull crap that we see in the other group. It's gonna be a lot more serious members. All posts will be approved, because I shouldn't have to babysit anybody's posts. You know, like I literally have my admins and moderators and me, we delete a bunch of crap every single time we get on of people trying to scam the current Facebook group. And a lot of those people make it through anyway, despite our efforts. And this is a way to kind of curb all of that. It's gonna be full of a lot more helpful information, and it has kind of stricter rules. It's not really like strict in the sense that you can't communicate, but the rules are actually already in there, and people will be kicked out because of those things, regardless of if they paid money or not. So hope to see you there. Another thing that is brand new, you know how in the past I've talked about I have a guy that manages shops and Amazon and all sorts of stuff for you. If you have like some money sitting around and you just want to invest it and be really hands-off with this experience, I now have a link down where you can schedule a call with him and get on there. There's a video in that link that tells you about how all it works, and then you can fill out a submission form, and then he will get in contact with you and be able to, you know, track all that data so that he knows and can take care of you without it just being email back and forths. Many of you have signed up with me and have had a great experience with him so far. So I just want to make sure that now the process is easier, and we've put that together. We've partnered up and put that website together so that you can have a better experience getting onboarded with this new, you know, automation VA experience, where again, the whole point is that you just put up money up front, do a profit split with these people, and you're hands off. Once the account's created, you're not doing anything. So hope to see you in there as well. He's taking care of my people, and you guys are my people. So I really appreciate that. So that's it, guys. I hope that I brought value to you. And if I did, please like and subscribe to the channel. I much appreciate it. Helps support me, helps support you, helps support everybody involved. And if you want to know more about how to drop ship on Facebook Marketplace and Facebook shops, check out this video right here, and I will see you